Every bite you take sends chemical signals into your bloodstream, affects your hormones, feeds or starves your gut bacteria, and either reduces or increases inflammation. Over time, these daily choices shape your immune system, brain function, heart health, metabolism, and even how quickly you age. There is no such thing as a perfect food, and no single meal will determine your health. But patterns matter. Some foods consistently support healing and resilience. Others, especially when eaten regularly and in excess, slowly damage the body. Let's break down what truly helps your body heal and what quietly harms it, based on established nutritional science. First, let's talk about foods that heal. Vegetables are among the most powerful healing foods available. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and arugula are rich in vitamins A, C, and K, folate, magnesium, and antioxidants. Cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts contain compounds like sulforaphane that support detoxification enzymes in the liver and may reduce inflammation. Colorful vegetables, red peppers, carrots, beets, contain phytonutrients that protect cells from oxidative stress. Oxidative stress occurs when unstable molecules called free radicals damage cells, contributing to aging and chronic disease. Antioxidants neutralize these free radicals and reduce cellular damage. Fruits also provide healing benefits, especially when eaten whole rather than juiced. Berries such as blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries are high in flavonoids, which have been associated with reduced inflammation and improved heart health. Citrus fruits provide vitamin C, which supports immune cell function and collagen production. Apples and pears contain fiber that supports gut bacteria. While fruit contains natural sugar, it also contains fiber, water, and micronutrients that slow sugar absorption and make it metabolically different from refined sugar. Whole grains are another category of healing foods. Oats, quinoa, brown rice, and whole wheat contain fiber, B vitamins, and minerals that support metabolic health. Fiber improves digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, reduces cholesterol levels, and feeds beneficial gut bacteria. A healthy gut microbiome plays a major role in immune regulation, inflammation control, and even mental health. Refined grains, by contrast, have most of the fiber and nutrients removed. Healthy fats are essential for healing. Olive oil, especially extra virgin olive oil, contains monounsaturated fats and polyphenols linked to reduced inflammation and improved cardiovascular health. Fatty fish such as salmon, sardines, and mackerel provide omega-3 fatty acids, which help regulate inflammatory processes in the body. Chronic inflammation is linked to heart disease, diabetes, and certain cancers. Omega-3 fats help balance the pro-inflammatory effects of excessive omega-6 fats found in many processed foods. Nuts and seeds, including almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds, provide healthy fats, protein, fiber, magnesium, and antioxidants. Regular consumption has been associated with reduced risk of heart disease and improved metabolic markers. Portion control matters because they are calorie-dense, but in moderate amounts, they are strongly supportive of health. Legumes such as lentils, beans, and chickpeas are rich in plant protein, fiber, iron, and potassium. They improve blood sugar control and help lower LDL cholesterol. They also promote satiety, reducing overeating. Fermented foods like yogurt with live cultures, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, and miso support gut microbiota diversity. A diverse microbiome strengthens immune defense and supports digestion. However, not all yogurt is beneficial. Many flavored varieties contain high amounts of added sugar, which reduces their health value. Now let's look at foods that harm the body when consumed frequently or in excess. Highly processed foods are the most consistent contributors to poor health outcomes. These include packaged snacks, sugary cereals, fast food, processed meats, and many frozen ready-made meals. They are often high in refined carbohydrates, added sugars, unhealthy fats, and sodium, while being low in fiber and micronutrients. Refined sugar is one of the biggest concerns. Large amounts of added sugar can spike blood glucose levels, leading to increased insulin production. Over time, this pattern contributes to insulin resistance, a key factor in type 2 diabetes. Excess sugar also promotes fatty liver disease and increases triglycerides, raising heart disease risk. Sugar does not directly poison the body, but chronic overconsumption drives metabolic dysfunction. Sugar-sweetened beverages are particularly harmful because they deliver high sugar loads without fiber to slow absorption. Liquid calories also do not trigger the same satiety signals as solid food, leading to increased overall calorie intake. Refined carbohydrates, white bread, white pasta, pastries, behave similarly to sugar in the body. Because fiber has been removed, they are rapidly digested into glucose, causing blood sugar spikes. Frequent spikes contribute to inflammation and metabolic strain. Trans fats, which were historically found in partially hydrogenated oils, are strongly linked to heart disease. Many countries have restricted or banned them, but they may still appear in some processed foods. Artificial trans fats increase LDL cholesterol and lower protective HDL cholesterol. Excessive sodium intake is another major issue, especially from processed foods. High sodium consumption is associated with elevated blood pressure, which increases the risk of stroke and heart disease. Most sodium in modern diets comes from packaged and restaurant foods, not from salt added at home. Processed meats such as bacon, sausages, and hot dogs are associated with increased risk of colorectal cancer and cardiovascular disease when consumed regularly. This is likely due to a combination of preservatives, high sodium content, and compounds formed during high-temperature cooking. Deep-fried foods contribute large amounts of oxidized fats and excess calories. Frying at high temperatures can produce harmful compounds, especially when oils are reused repeatedly, as often happens in commercial settings. Alcohol, though socially accepted, can also harm the body when consumed excessively. It impairs liver function, disrupts gut barrier integrity, increases inflammation, and weakens immune response. Moderate consumption may fit into some lifestyles, but heavy drinking clearly damages health. One important nuance: context and quantity matter. No single food automatically heals or harms. The overall dietary pattern is what determines long-term outcomes. An occasional dessert in an otherwise balanced diet is unlikely to cause harm. Conversely, adding one salad to a diet dominated by processed foods will not reverse metabolic damage. Another key nuance is individual variability. People respond differently to foods based on genetics, gut microbiome composition, activity level, and existing health conditions. For example, someone with lactose intolerance will not benefit from yogurt unless it is lactose-free. Someone with celiac disease must completely avoid gluten. Balance is essential. A healing diet is not about restriction but about prioritization. Emphasize whole, minimally processed foods rich in fiber, healthy fats, lean protein, vitamins, and minerals. Limit ultra-processed products, added sugars, excessive sodium, and unhealthy fats. Practical guidance is simple but powerful. Fill half your plate with vegetables. Include a source of protein. Choose whole grains over refined grains. Cook more meals at home. Drink mostly water. And treat highly processed foods as occasional rather than daily staples. Your body constantly repairs itself. Cells regenerate, tissues heal, immune defenses adapt. Food either supports these processes or makes them harder. Healing foods reduce inflammation, stabilize blood sugar, nourish gut bacteria, and provide essential nutrients for cellular repair. Harmful foods increase inflammation, disrupt metabolism, and strain organs over time. The difference is not dramatic in one day, but over months and years, it becomes the difference between resilience and disease, energy and fatigue, clarity and brain fog, longevity and premature decline. Ultimately, the goal is not perfection but consistency. Choose foods that nourish more often than foods that deplete. That pattern, sustained daily, is what truly determines whether food heals or harms your body.